isolated moments of hope. A family of 5 was recovered alive from the rubble earlier today.
What's going on, folks? Don't know who's here and who's not, but y'all seen the title up there, and we just going to get into that.
It all started with a brutal murder of a young married couple. Now,
I don't want to give too much away, though, because I'm going to save it for the show. So, and I know y'all are not being notified that I'm live right now. We all know how that goes, so.
Where's the baby? I said, well, wait, he had a baby?
We cross the country speaking with victims' families and those close to the case as we ask, what about Holly?
I want to know what happened.
Available on FoxNewsPodcasts.com and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network. The all-new Brett Bear.
Oh, I kind of got a little scared for a second there. I was thinking that it's going to do that. You're going to go out there. You're going to do a good job. You're going to be a great health professional.
I don't think we do that one anymore.
That was so cringe, man. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, subs and subs alike? What's going on, K. Michael? My most unsubscribed subscriber.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
We got Matt in the house. We got Red in the house. We got Anthony.
At the International Space
William Lynn. What's going on?
Russian supply ship dock at the ISS.
I know y'all are probably like, dude, where have you been? I told you, I don't put my, it's weird because like I can be in social media, right? But it don't mean that I'm one of those people that share everything that I do. Because I know y'all are wondering like, dude, you haven't posted nothing in a long time. Yeah, I know. I've been busy for one, but I don't put my life out there like a lot of other people do. If y'all get what I'm saying. So, no, I don't do that. What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, Michael? What's going on, William? Already said you're going to Matt again. We got Melanie in here. Matt Mittens. How you doing?
Delivering almost 3 tons of supplies. Paul Stevens, Fox News.
Another incident is under investigation by the FAA after a collision on the tarmac at Los Angeles International Airport.
Wait a minute, I'm going
Friday, a
305?
passenger bus and a commercial
It's like
plane
306
crashed
is usually
Okay,
at slow
yeah.
speed.
Good.
Several people were injured.
The weather is perfect for outdoor activity, chores to get caught up on. You said chores to get caught up on?
This follows a recent incident at New York's JFK Airport, where one plane.
What's going on, PJ? How you doing?
Aircraft ready for takeoff.
Just in case y'all didn't know this, and I know I tell you you guys this all the time, make sure you hit that make sure you hit the like button so the video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. All that good stuff, so appreciate it if y'all did that.
Do nothing college course where there's no homework, no reading, and no final. You can even take a nap. It was one of the most popular classes.
We're gonna be starting here in a little bit, and you guys seen the title right there. Yeah, I'm gonna be hitting on some stuff. Some things was going viral on Instagram, and then Instagram actually, and I didn't even know I wasn't being monetized on Instagram. I didn't even know that. But anyway, they had this thing up there where it says that I was ineligible for the remaining of the month because I offended some people. Y'all probably can take a wild guess at who it is that I ticked off.
City's 92.9's dependable weather from WMBD.
I'm WMBD Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates. It'll be a beautiful.
What's going on, producer?
That's me.
Oh, dude. Got on to that. Mo, what's going on, man? Anthony, appreciate you hitting the like. Woman, always fill your day up on your day off. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
The big game is coming up, and it's going to be.
Kate Bush said, "Wait, what? Yeah. I didn't know it was. I'm new to Instagram, like as far as how it works and all that. And I must have looked up, and I knew about the subscribe. I don't even know what to call them on Instagram, followers, I guess. But it jumped significantly, and then I didn't know they gave like two or 3 months back pay on what I made in the prior months. I didn't even know that I was being monetized on Instagram. So, but then they just sent me something saying that I'm ineligible for the remaining of the month because I ticked off a group of people. So, but I'm gonna get into it on the radio. We getting ready to start.
Cities 92.9, Great Plains Media, its affiliates or its employees. They can't cancel him or Cities 92.9. It's Cancel This with Ty Smith.
What's going on out there, Bloomington Normal? I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you're listening to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is area code 309-451-9299. You can text the show at area code 309-451-9299. If you would like to see me live in the studio where you can interact with me and I interact with you, go onto YouTube and type in my name, which is Modern Renaissance Man, and you will see a thumbnail that says on air. Click on that thumbnail and you will see me in the studio, and I can see your comments and all that good stuff and interact with you guys. All right. So appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate all my listeners out there amongst the Normal and Bloomington folks. I hope you guys are out there enjoying your day, because it is an absolutely beautiful day today. I actually was at a point where I was driving in today and I was just like, man, of all days, I had to come in here and talk to y'all. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, folks. I love talking to y'all. Want to know why? Because y'all don't get to talk back. So that's what I like about that. I get to just talk without y'all being interrupted, without you trying to derail my conversation or anything like that. I love y'all, but I'm just telling you, I don't want to hear y'all, though. I've never heard y'all. Y'all get the joke. Come on now. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all are out there enjoying this day today. It's a good day, what I call like the sweater weather. You can be out there with a sweater on and enjoying the parks. It's definitely clear skies out there today, and the sun's shining out there. So yeah, get out there and enjoy. But also, while you're enjoying it, I hope that you are listening to me, your guy, Ty Smith. All right, so get all those things out the way. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into a topic because I think I might be on this today, but I'm gonna try to get through them. But I don't know how I'm gonna get through all of them, because sometimes I can stay on one topic for a long time, and then people will comment, people are sending texts and say, hey, stay right there, don't switch yet, because I like what you're saying. I'm gonna go grab somebody so they can listen to you as well, blah blah blah. All right, so I was just mentioning to my online crowd on YouTube that I guess I've been ineligible to receive any type of further funding for the remaining of the month from Instagram. So Instagram monetizes just like YouTube monetizes, just like Facebook monetizes. And I didn't even know that I was even in that pocket for even being able to receive it. But anyway, Instagram sent me a message saying that I am ineligible to receive any funding for the remaining of the month. Y'all want to know why? Because I pissed off a certain crowd. Y'all want to take a wild guess? If you was going to say black, you can go and get it wrong, because, I can say the N-word and stuff like that all day long. They don't have no problem with that. But if a white person say it, then they do. But, and y'all, if it is, so it's not from the black community, who y'all think it came from? Yeah, it came from the alphabet community. You want to know why? Listen to this. I posted a video on Instagram. I got on there and I simply said, people that is of the LGBTQ community, people that are gay, homosexual, trans, whatever you want to call it. I said, you guys want me to accept you for who you think you are, when you won't even accept yourself for what you really are. That's the video I made. I also went on and said, they showed videos that were sent to me, and somebody asked me, what did you think of this? There was numerous of people on there that were making comments. When they were making comments, they just all made videos. Kids from the ages, I would say around 15 all the way to, early 20s. They made a comment, and the videos that was shown to me simply said, my name is such and such, and I'm gay. The other video said, my name is such and such, and I'm non-binary. Some said, my name is such and such, and I'm lesbian. Another person said, my name is such and such, and I'm trans. And my response was and I don't care. So what I said to them was this. I said, when you do things like this, where you're making all these announcements and you're going around and you're parading this stuff all around, I said, there are individuals out there, which people didn't even catch this part of my video. It's still up there on Instagram, by the way. I said, there are certain people out there that hate you, that they right there put that as a target towards you. Some people, y'all didn't catch that when we say it again for the people in the back. I told them, by going around and making all these big announcements to the whole world, telling the whole world, oh, my name, you're making videos out there on YouTube and TikTok, especially TikTok is like a cesspool for any pedos that want to come there and find some kids. I'm serious, y'all, for real. But you got all these kids on TikTok. They're all making these videos. My name is Brad, and I'm gay. You got another girl on there. My name used to be Lindsay. Now it's just Lynn. And I'm a male. And what I told them is that when you guys do things like that, you are opening yourself up for anybody to have a hatred towards you. You're opening yourself up for those folks to sit there and get online and bash the living daylights out of you, to make threats at you, to throw hate towards you. See, understand this. A lot of the hate that the community is receiving, a lot of it is completely self-inflicted. Now, I'm saying it in a metaphorical way, okay? Hypothetically, what I mean by that is that while you putting it out there and telling the whole world about yourself, which nobody cared, you literally made yourself a target. You made yourself a target. So what people really got mad at is because I told them I don't care. And what I mean by that is I don't care about you making an announcement about what lifestyle you live or what you're doing or your sexual preferences. You want to know why? I said I don't care. Now, you as an individual, a human being, I care about you as a human being, but I don't care about you and your lifestyle. And I also turned around on this same exact video and I said, nor should you care about mine. I said there are individuals out there like myself who's straight, married. We don't go around parading that we're straight. We don't go around making big announcements that just want to tell the whole world, so guys, you know what? I'm going through adolescence right now, and in this part of my life of adolescency, I want to announce to the whole world, I decided that I'm going to be straight. Oh, have a party for him. Oh, you're so brave. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, look what you've done. Oh, let's go have a party for him because he just announced that he was straight. Nobody gives a rat's butt. And that's the issue that they're having with me. So I wrote Instagram back and explained to them, because they said the video that I put up there, it harmed the gay community because it had hatred in it. And I told them to point out anything that I said in the video that displayed any type of hatred towards them. Is it the part where I said I don't care? Is it the part where I say you guys are making yourself a target when you having all these coming out parties? It's almost like a freaking, it's like they're having their own basic gender reveal. You know what I mean? It's like, guys, I just want to let you guys, okay, imagine me like right now. Imagine this, y'all. Go with me here. Some of y'all that are listening to me on the radio, you guys can't see this. I'm very animated, but those that are on YouTube, they can see me. Okay, imagine this. Imagine if I made a video, where they're showing like on TikTok, where they're showing like somebody pointing at a certain air, they point in the air, and then like a little tag will pop up, and the point go ding. Hey, ding. Guess what? Ding. I'm about to make a big announcement. Ding. And I sat there and I popped the balloon, and the balloon came out blue. I decided that I'm a boy. Woo! Or you already, some of y'all, you already gonna know what some of these folks like. They got crazy. They got pink lipstick, pink eyeshadow, and all that. They get on there and make an announcement, popping, and even though they're a biological man, they get on there and make an announcement that they are trans or that they are a woman. Simply put, when you do things like this, when you make these videos, you open yourself up for all kinds of attacks from all different angles. And if you never would have done that, you wouldn't be facing that. See, because here's the deal. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. And that's why I got my topic as it is right now. Those things only go on the internet. I don't know of anyone. I mean, guys, let's be real. They try to equate being gay, lesbian, bisexual, curious, blah, blah, blah. They try to equate that with being black, which is a complete insult. It is a complete insult. You are not born that way. I don't care. If you were born that way, it would have had some physical manifestations, plain and simple. You can't change the fact that you're black, even though Michael Jackson did. But I mean, I'm just saying that was a rare case of bleaching. Actually, no, it's not. You know, guys, there is things out there you can put on your skin to bleach your skin. Look up Sammy Sosa. If y'all don't know who Sammy Sosa is, big, huge baseball player for the Cubs. Look up Sammy Sosa and look what he looks like now. That dude was black as me. Now he light skinned. Point being, don't sit there and equate the race of somebody's skin with your preference of your sexual lifestyle. That's two different things. You can't do that. You're not born that way. Now, reason why I say that is this. I don't care what you've been told to feed into your psychological bliss, your imagination, your make-believe. They had this thing out there to pretty much to continue to enforce people to be the way that they are and want to put the blame somewhere else. Instead of them just coming out and say, I'm a man and I like men, or I'm a woman and I like women. Oh no, honey, something happened on one of your chromosomes. Yeah, folks, they had this deal one time where they found that the reason why people are the way that they are is because it was something that was on their chromosomes. But we're going to talk about that when we get back. More to show when we come back, folks. You're listening to 692.9, the News and Talk of Bloomington Normal.
Cities 92.9's dependable weather from WMBD.
I'm WMBD Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates. It'll be a beautiful day with a lot of
All right, folks, still appreciate y'all all being in here. Double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't hit it yet. There's 64 of you guys in here and 46 likes. It's almost like a flip-flop switch thing.
Let's see what you're going on the next segment. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Just don't want to leave and be like,
Cities 92.9 cutting through the clutter, helping you make sense of the news. And you've been helping us spread the truth. It seems
All right, what y'all talking about in here? Let's see.
special designation.
Hey, anyone who is a gamer, did anyone hear about the controversy about Hogwarts Legacy?
Oh, I did hear about some of this. Let me look it up and I can maybe give you some.
I'm a gamer, Big Mo. You know that, but I don't know about that.
No number news, no goofy hats.
Maybe later, do you want to do a blind react and I can just pull up an article and I can
Sing.
read it to you and say what you think?
The live, the people will be heard, says, not live it up.
Joining the summer's plumbing, heating, and cooling weather.
What's going on,
Text the word storm
Miss
to
Kim?
77,000. You'll get the forecast for Bloomington Normal every weekday morning at 7 a.m. and every weekend morning at 9 a.m. Plus, you'll get alerts.
Running for life. Yeah, so we're on a break right now, folks, but we'll come back.
Join, but standard messaging and data rates in your cell phone plan may apply. Text STORM to 77,000 and stay on top of the storm with Cities 92.9.
Whoa, Bloomington Normal.
That's right, you darn right. Pure blood for life, my friend. Absolutely. That's another thing that Instagram don't like either. They hate when I put that up there. When I leave it up there as a hashtag, they hate that. What is going on, Bloomington Normal? I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you're listening to my channel and my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is 309-451-9299. You can text the show at 309-451-9299. If you would like to see me live in the studio, go on to YouTube and type in Modern Renaissance Man. You will see a thumbnail that says on air, and you will catch me here talking to you and even looking at you right in your eyes. Psych, you're looking at mine, but I can't see yours. All right, so before we took the break, I was telling you guys that because of a certain type of lifestyle that a lot of people that are homosexual, that bisexual, whatever you want to call it, they decide to live that particular lifestyle and have that attraction sexually to the opposite sex or the same sex or both sex. They had it in medicine that people who are gay are born that way. And that is absolutely a lie. It is absolutely a lie. It's not a matter of opinion. It is a lie. When we tell you why, see, when I went through the medical portion of schooling and all that, we had things that we saw that people had like these genetic dispositions, and they had like a lot of genetic things that happened to them. And we saw that on their genes, right? And so here's the deal. When you see something on somebody's genes, or when it happens on their genes, a lot of doctors are able to tell you, hey, your child is going to have Down syndrome. Now, I forget exactly which chromosome, which number it is, but I think it's 23 or 24 where there's a certain type of discrepancy there. And what would happen is that they can tell already based on where it is on that chromosome that the child is going to have Down syndrome. Now, here's the interesting thing about that, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all notice that whether you are from Hawaii, whether you are from China, whether you are from Russia, whether you are from Australia, whether you are from America, Canada, Jamaica, when those children who have that discrepancy on their chromosome and end up with Down syndrome, let's be real. Isn't it amazing that every last one of them have a physical manifestation that you can tell that they have Down syndrome? They all, and this is not to be funny, they all look alike. They have the same exact type of look. Why? Because it happened on their chromosome, either on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, whichever one it is. It happened. So we were able to see a physical manifestation. And this is where I tripped a lot of my colleagues up at. And this is where I tripped them up on. I told them this. So if we are to sit here and believe that the reason why men choose to sleep with men and women choose to sleep with women is because there was a predisposition there already before they were even born, that there was something on their genes that said that pretty much wrote into code that they were going to be that way. Absolutely not. 100% not, because if it was, we would see what? A physical manifestation of that. You want to know what your physical manifestation of what your genes said that you are? Your penis, your testes. You want to know what your physical manifestation is as a woman? Your vagina, your fallopian tubes, your ovary, your uterus. There it is right there. Now, whether you agree with that or not, that's your problem. That's your issue to deal with. But let's not sit here and pretend and play these games and give these excuses of this is the reason why you're that way. See, the thing is, you don't want to tell them the truth. You rather lie to them. And I'm not saying that I'm anybody's like head parent or anything like that, but I do treat a lot of people that I encounter and I talk to, I treat them like I treat my own sons. I treat my own family. I'm not going to lie to you to cater to your emotions. I'm not going to lie to you to cater to your lust. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going religious on any of you guys like that, but the Bible that I do read and that I believe in says that you are tempted when you are drawn away by your own lust. Your own lust. But then we get into modern world right now, and we let these people push things through legislation, and everybody start to kind of buy into all this stuff, and everybody jump on board with it, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, that's what it is. Then all of a sudden you make songs to edify, you make songs to try to validate yourself. I was born this way. And you a lie. You wasn't born that way. You chose to be that way. Because if that's the case, then there's a predisposition for people to be pedos, right? Pedophilia. They knew since they were a kid that they always liked kids. And even though they grew into a grown man, they just continue to like kids. Oh, we'll look at that all day and say, that's disgusting. That's sick. But then what if it comes a time where we do the same exact thing with pedophiles? Why not? Now, I hope y'all know that I'm saying that sarcastically. Why not? Why not make pedophilia a normal thing? They can't help it, right? They've always had an attraction towards little kids ever since they were a little kid, right? They never got away from it. They never had an attraction towards adults. What about them identifying as and y'all can look this up, it's on my channel right now. There's a grown man. That's a censor in case y'all didn't know that. There's a grown man. This man was married for numerous of years. He got children, they're grown. That man divorced his wife and decided that he was a 10-year-old. He got an older couple to adopt his grown They adopted him. Some old people adopted this grown man in his 50s because he identified as a 10-year-old. Now, what's interesting is that this man, his own children emailed me. And guess what they said to me? They pretty much thanked me for actually doing a video on it talking about that because they said their dad is sick. And not only that, I'll raise y'all another one. Because this man was 10, this older couple that adopted this grown man, they treated him like a baby. He dressed up like a girl and everything. They changed him and all that. He liked to pee on himself in the pants and everything. Y'all is sick. But here's the ticker. This family, they adopt children. So he's there with 3 other young girls who are under him. And one of those girls was the oldest one. She was the oldest one. So she didn't like the fact that when now that he's there, he's older than her. So guess what he did? He said, well, because of that, he changed his age to 9 so she can be the big sister. And these grown people leave him with these kids. She gets to be the big sister, he said. It's whatever she wants to do. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's your real mental illness right there. So what I'm saying is, for what's going to happen when we start to accept all of that? What's going to happen? Let me just be real. Let me just make this disclaimer real quick, because I know how people's minds work. I do not have anything against anybody and the way that you want to live your life. I said it in the beginning. But what I'm going to be talking to you from right now is from a biblical perspective. Okay? Again, I'm saying this from a biblical perspective. Right now, homosexuality is one of the few sins that you're going to find in our world that has a support group. You want me to say it again? this particular sin from a Christian perspective is the one few of the things that's out there right now that has a support group, and it is actually absolutely legal. Now, before some of y'all start getting all crazy, oh, here we go. See, that's just you're homophobic. No. Again, that's why I keep on repeating it. From a church, a real church, Christian perspective, not none of this nonsense. Folks, just because people call themselves Christian or they got a church, no. If you're not abiding by what that Bible says, you and I don't need to talk. And that Bible makes it clear on that. Show me where there's a support group for pedophiles, huh? Where's that support group at, huh? Show me the group out there that's a support group for adulterers. Just adultery. They go out there, they do the same thing that gay people do right now, the gay pride and all that. They got their adulterous month. They're out there marching. We should have a right, although we're married, we should have a right to still just commit adultery as much as we want, and nothing should be said about it. Show me a support group for robbery, carjackings. See what I'm saying? We look at all those things from a Christian and from a church perspective, and we say this is wrong, right? But the world implemented this stuff into legislation, put it in your school systems, and they make it out to be like it's okay. So right now, let me make this clear. Ty Smith does not hate. I love every last human being on this earth. Unless you try to harm me, then you're going to feel some hatred from me. What I'm saying that for is this. I don't have to agree with your lifestyle, nor will you ever make me. You will never make me agree to that. You will never be able to get me to see it your way, because there's only one way. And he said that I am the way, the truth, and the life. And you cannot get to the Father but through me, period. So I don't care about what all these other churches out there pushing, whether you're the Catholic churches, the Presbyterians, I don't care what church it is. If you are doing something and saying something completely different than what that Bible is saying, then the Bible said, then you are cursed. It said, if any man or angel preach any other gospel other than what we preach to you guys, then let them be accursed. So you got Taylor Swift out there sitting there saying things like, I'm paraphrasing. She pretty much said, how can you be Christian and have Christian values and don't believe in abortion? Yeah, she lost her mind, y'all. We getting ready to take another break here, folks. More of the show when we come back. And listen to Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal.
Okay, I found out about, I think, the Harry Potter video game controversy.
That was Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was something. He said Hogwatcher.
Hogwarts. Because, like, Hogwarts is, like, the school.
See?
So, Hogwarts is the school in Harry Potter. Here's basically the whole thing broken down as simple as I can. So, you know J.K. Rowling. She's the author of all the Harry Potter shit. So, she's had all this for a few years. She's come out as, like, a trans-exclusionary radical feminist. So, she's a major feminist, but she's anti-trans women in, like, as feminism. So, she's like, she believes women are women, men are men. You can't change that. There's been a lot of, like, alphabet people that have gone after her and said, like, tried to cancel her and shit because of all of this, because she's super anti-trans. And now this video game started coming out, and everybody was like, we don't want to give her any more money because of this Harry Potter video game, so we need to make sure nobody else does either because she's anti-LGBTQ, whatever the fuck. And so all these people were trying to cancel this video game to the point of which they started, like, petitioning for, like, Twitch to cancel streamers that would stream playing this video game. Like, people were, like, going so hard into it. Now, well, first off, so the video game is now out, and there actually is a supposedly trans character in the video game. They never explicitly refer to the character as trans, but they do say a line that says, some of my own classmates don't recognize me. It took them a second to realize I was a witch, not a wizard. And so it, like, insinuates,
I get that.
It insinuates that they're a trans person, but it doesn't, like, explicitly say. So there's that, and now there's also a Twitch streamer that is, like, one of the most streamed accounts right now because they're fighting against the people that are trying, and because literally all they're doing is playing this video game on the stream, and the whole idea of it is to, like, counter protest the people that were trying to.
They're trying to cancel it. Nice.
So that's
sweet.
That whole story.
Freaking sweet. Love it. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, because right now you can kind of feel like you can feel it, man. The pendulum is starting to getting ready to swing the other way. They didn't folks and got tired. I've never. I mean, it's never affected me or anything like that. I just think that they just like, oh my God, we were not gonna be able to get through to this dude. We're not gonna be able to break through time. No, I mean, even when I just came from a speaking thing today, same exact thing. You're not about to get me. No. And when they start breaking out science, which I'm getting ready to talk about now, the science behind a lot of stuff, I'll kill them. You're not a medical professional. How do you? Oh, you want to see these 2 licenses? Tell me what that one says. Now, what does that one say? What now? I'm not a what? He's like, oh, I know, because you see jogging pants and the t-shirt, you just assume that I'm just. I love it though. All right, folks. Let's see here. We got William. What's going on, said bro? I don't got all my stuff here, y'all. So I know, we used to doing our thing where we got a panel and all that stuff going and all that. But yeah, I'm doing it from the phone right now. I've been super busy with a lot of things, but I really appreciate you being in here, said. It's great to see an educated man live for Jesus. JQ, oh, absolutely. I catch up on your stuff too, man, when you be posting. I see what you be posting on there. What God has put forth, let no one put asunder. That's right, PJ. Amen to you, modern Renaissance man, for what I've just heard. Jesus is Lord. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I know I kind of stopped there a little bit, but we took a break. That's why. And when we take these breaks, I got to kind of keep my train of thought a little bit and then go back into it. So appreciate y'all hitting that like button.
Thanks for making Cities 92.9 a part of your workday. As a thank you, tell us that you're listening.
When a person goes for gender reassignment surgery, does the doctor ask them if they want to be 2 genders? Exactly.
Tell us where you listen to Cities 92.9 at work. At Cities.
You going right into the next thing I was going into, Angry Man. Angry Snowman, I mean. Hey, Bloomington Normal. This is Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you are listening to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is area code 309-451-9299. You can also text the show at 309-451-9299. If you would like to see me live in the studio where you can interact with me and I interact with you, go onto YouTube and type in Modern Renaissance Man. When you do that, you will see a thumbnail or a picture that says on air. You can interact with me and I can interact with you as you leave comments on the chat. So, before we took the break, you guys kind of heard me going in because I'm going to go right back into it about this whole homosexual, lesbian, gay deal. And I started telling you guys, I said, I'm giving this to you now from a Christian or a church perspective, a real church perspective. And the reason why I'm doing this, and I don't know, guys, I mean, if I go and I roll with this the way the Holy Spirit leads me, that's just the way it's going to go, okay? But understand this. You who have a relationship with Christ, you are the church. I know that we westernize what church is here in America. Church is when you go to the building, and depends on where you go. You might be in a Jesus, or you might be a Jesus is Lord. I don't know what type of church you go to where they do things. I'm just saying. My point in saying all that is that just because you go to that building and you participate in the service, that's not what church is. You are church. He said he's going to dwell in places, or he's going to dwell in temples not built by man. Paul turns around and said, no, you not, that your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit. So the reason why I'm saying all that is this. Real church is you as an individual following after Christ. You are church. So although we may not go and worship in the same building, the fact that all of us are supposed to be following Christ, that's what makes us church. And the reason why I want to say this is this. We got people out there, ladies and gentlemen, they are clearly letting us know who is of God and who is not, although they are going to something called a church building. If any, look, listen to me when I say this. I want to be real clear when I say this. Any church that has a pastor that is homosexual himself, that church is being led by devil. Uh-oh. That's why my show is called Cancel This. Go ahead, try it. I don't care what you say. Any church that's led by a pastor who is homosexual and allows those type of relationships to be in there, That church is not led by God. You can sit there all day long and talk about things out of that Bible. You can know the word back and forth. Guess what? The devil knows the word back and forth too. That's why the devil got you in there doing that. That's why it says he's not going to dwell in buildings. He's not going to dwell in temples no more. People say things like, I'm getting ready to go to the house of the Lord. No, you are the house of the Lord. That's Bible. Don't believe nothing that Ty Smith is saying right now. Go look it up yourselves right now, folks. Number one thing is getting a relationship with Christ yourself. He said he will send his Holy Spirit, and his Holy Spirit will lead you into all truth and righteousness. But too far, we relied on man. I'm going to go and listen to what the pastors say and do what the pastors say to do. But now look what the pastors are doing right now. I'm not trying to give no special praises or anything to the man that has something to do with me being raised with Pastor Kelly Wilson of Decatur, Illinois, Christ Tabernacle. We did not shut down during COVID at all. They did not shut us down. We are not funded by no dang on organization. We're not funded by the state. We had church. And guess what else we did? We were still hugging. We were still clapping, shaking hands, the whole nine. Now, one person in our church got COVID and passed away from it. It's gotten to a point right now, folks, where this stuff has infiltrated church buildings. I seen the video someone showed me the other day. It showed a drag queen, a man dressed up like a woman, flung through the church, his butt cheeks and everything out, kids in there. And the people of the church, they clapping for him. That is not church, folks. Those are people that are being led by devils. Get mad at me, get pissed off, please do, because you're not going to be able to prove me wrong on this. It's a clear, distinct line that's drawn. And the only reason why you won't be able to tell the difference is because you are not in the word yourself. Look at it, let me tell y'all something, y'all. Let me slow down a little bit. Do y'all know how easy it was for me to trick my sons into giving me more value out of their hands than what I had? What are you talking about, Ty? Let me give you an example. When my sons were little, just because quarters were heavier than a dollar bill, I convinced my sons that the quarter was more valuable than the dollar. Because I said, look how heavy it is. I was able to do that for so long with my sons. Y'all, look, think about scenarios that you were able to do where you were able to trick somebody. Why were you able to trick them? Because they were ignorant to what? The truth. Now, when my sons got older, they went to school. They learned how to count. No, Dad, no. My teacher told me that $1 equals 4 quarters, and you only want to give me 1 quarter, Dad. That's not right. Dang it, I can't trick them no more. This is exactly what they are doing right now in church. There are people that go to church buildings that don't have a relationship with Christ to know the truth for themselves. They just go by what that minister up there behind that pulpit is saying, and that's exactly why a lot of people are being led astray right now. It's man, y'all, it's so easy to decipher it now. It's easy. If I go to a church and they're not preaching the oracles and the principles according to what that Bible says, that pastor or that minister is not led by God. They are led by the devil. There is no in between. It's either God or it's either the devil, plain and simple. And the ones that are doing this, they know exactly what spiritual influences is influencing them to get out there and preach this false message out there. Because in the Bible, you will never. Y'all look right now. Look, I'm online right now. YouTube. Y'all can get a hold of Joel Osteen, get a hold of T.D. Jakes, get a hold of Jesse Duplantis, get a hold of the dude that sit there and smack y'all with coats and all the blessings of the Lord, and he blows on you and folks fall out. All these fake miracles and stuff they doing. Get any of them and see if they're going to contest what I'm saying according to that Bible. You're not going to find it in there. You're not going to find it in that Bible where he said it's okay for a man to be with a man. You're not going to find the Bible where it says it's okay for a woman to be with a woman. You're not going to find it in there. And since we want to get into that and we go a little deeper, well, the Bible don't know because they didn't have stuff back then like we have today. The Bible still stands clear. Let me tell you how. Okay, let's roll real quick. Let's go here. And again, let me make this disclaimer. I do not hate anybody that's homosexual or anything like that at all. Don't hate you. I love you. I want the best for you. I want you to live a great life. I want you to enjoy this life that you got one time to go through this life. One journey through this thing called life. Just one journey. And once you die, it's a wrap. What I'm saying to you is this. For the ones that are young, that's why they want to come after the children right now. because children are very influential. They can be influenced easy. They don't know. They're like a sponge. They have no radar to know if something is wrong or right. They don't. That's why kids can be molested. That's why they can be kidnapped. That's why they can be sexually assaulted without knowing that something wrong happened to them. They don't know, because you can make it feel like and make it seem like it's right. So what am I saying that for? Well, Ty, the science. Let's talk science, okay? Let's talk science. And I want them to try to refute me on this as well. Do you guys know that in a few more months, there's going to be something here called spring? You guys know what happens during the spring? Don't they associate spring with like fertilization and fertile and all that? Do y'all know what that stuff is that floats in the air? Mm-hmm. That stuff that floats in the air that causes y'all to have y'all allergies? That's called pollen. Do y'all know what that is biologically? Do you know what pollen is? Pollen is plant male sperm. Uh-oh. Yeah. Did y'all know that pollen is the sperm of male plant? Wait a minute. There's male plants? Yes. And there is female plants. When the pollen lands on another plant or a flower that is of the same exact species as that pollen that's floating, you will end up having the same exact type of flowers, the same exact type of fruit that will reproduce after that. That's why the Bible referenced certain things, like when a woman is pregnant, it said the seed, or the man's seed. The woman has a seed in her. What do y'all find inside of fruits and vegetables? Seed. Those seeds end up growing into the same exact type of vegetable or fruit as its parent. Let me slow down. So what are you saying here, Ty? I got a question for the audience out there listening right now. What would happen to all mankind if all fruits and vegetables and animals decided that they were gay? Clement Gray says, just like the Bible allows a pastor to preach while going through a divorce, or a woman pastor, plenty of things we, the body of Christ, allow in the church. Yeah, they're allowing that church building. That's why I will not follow behind anything like that. Clement Gray, again, thank you for the super chat, $2, who said, just checked in, but you are preaching the truth. Oh, appreciate that, man. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm saying is this. In order for plants to reproduce, a male plant has to fertilize a female plant. In order for animals to reproduce, that same exact type of animal has to pregnate the same exact type of species. That's why the Bible says that whenever these animals came, it said they had it after their own kind, after their own kind, after their own kind. So again, I asked the question to the listening audience in Bloomington Normal. If it's so natural to be that way, and this is coming from a Christian church perspective, if it's so natural to be that way, what will happen if nature decided to be gay? We all would die. There will be nothing to eat. There will be no strawberries. There will be no fruits. There will be no vegetables. There wouldn't be grass. There wouldn't be roots. There wouldn't be, just think about everything that we eat that is a fruit or a vegetable. If it does not fertilize a female plant, there will be no food. What about the animals that we eat? The cow don't even moo. They don't even moo no more. They just say, hey. All the male cows, they ain't even moo. They're going, hey. That's what they do. The male bull, he turned his horns down. He turned his horn down and put on some eyelashes. His hooves painted pink. The end of his tail is pink too. He just got pink highlights on the end of his tail. He don't even scratch the ground no more. He tiptoe. He just twinkle toe. He won't even scratch the ground. He ain't even aggressive no more. Don't even got no muscles or anything like that. We would all die if it was such a natural thing like they trying to make us accept that it is. If nature itself has the word natural in it, we would all die. Folks, I know it came really quick. We're coming up on another break here, folks. You are listening to Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal. Now I got to write down my train of thought, folks, before I lose it.
Hey, Bloomington Normal. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World is your home for the best selection of home appliances, best in-home service,
What is going on, Bloomington Normal? This is Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, inviting you to join me for my show, Cancel This. This Saturday from 3 to 5 on Cities 92.9. We go beyond the popular talking points and mainstream media and get their Mama Carol, you pitching that bull? You on his little tiptoes like this? Don't believe me? Watch. Join me, Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, for Cancel This every Saturday from 3 to 5 on Cities 92.9. The news and talk of Bloomington Normal.
You get up, you head to the office in the basement, come up to send the kids off to school, head back into the basement office.
Let's see. Bitcoin Bell says, please, family, if you are praying Christian, please war for my daughter that's lesbian would fall off her and God would restore her to her first love. Absolutely, sis. JQ, that's what's up. JQ said life will cease to exist. Exactly. Look, Ortis says there definitely would be fruits. Yeah, there's gonna be some fruits.
Our advertisers are just like you, hardworking patriots who fight on. Back cities by backing our advertisers. Tune in and visit our website at cities99.
And before we took the break, you guys heard me going in about this whole ordeal regarding same-sex marriage, the homosexual lifestyle, et cetera, and I started talking to you guys about some biological science of what would happen, since they always were pushing around this word, the science. No, now we gotta say like this, the science. Yes, the science. So I just broke down to you guys and told you how that stuff that floats around that people have allergies to, called pollen, is male sperm of a plant. And it lands on a female plant. It lands on a lot of stuff. But guess what's only going to reproduce after? It is only going to reproduce after the same exact type of species that it is a part of. So you would think fundamentally that no one would want to try to make puzzle pieces fit somewhere where it's not supposed to fit. And that goes whether you are straight or whether you are gay. I know. Ooh, wait a minute, Ty. I know I probably made my way into some of y'all's relationship, but I'm telling you, the way that it's designed, that puzzle piece is only supposed to be fitting in a whole nother puzzle piece. Plain and simple. So what people were getting upset with is that I was letting them know this whole ordeal. I say, so life would cease to exist if nature decided to be gay. Right now, if human beings all over the world decided to be gay, life would cease to exist. So let me tell y'all something that's really interesting, because I'm a huge movie fan. Me and my family went to go see this movie by M. Night Shyamalan called Knock at the Cabin. We saw this movie, right?
Don't spoil it. I want to see it.
And there is a couple in there, and they are male, and they are gay. They have a daughter in here who is an Asian girl, okay? Now, why did those men have to adopt that little girl? Why did they have to adopt that little girl, YouTube? No, Bloomington Norman, why did those two men have to adopt the little girl? Well, Toy, there's people out there that can't have children, that are women, and no, we're not talking about. Don't even try it. I already know what you're going to try to do. Those men had to adopt a little girl. Why? Because they couldn't reproduce themselves. They couldn't procreate. But there's women, we're not talking about women who are barren, or women that the fact that women have the machinery to produce a baby kills your argument right there. No two sword fights is going to produce. No two sword fights is going to produce a child. No two burning bushes is going to produce a child either, folks. Just trying to keep it PG. I can keep it PG with your kids. Like, Mommy, what's a burning bush? Honey, I'll tell you when you're 25.
They don't know by then.
Right. So what I'm saying, folks,
gotta tell them.
is that This is the deal. The word nature itself displays so many things. Ladies and gentlemen, before I get off this topic, I just want you to, since you guys are always talking science, look at things with your own eyes from a natural perspective. Show me any two silverback gorillas trying to do that with each other. Show me two male lions with manes trying to do that with each other. Show me any two fish, male fish, trying to do that with each other. Well, Ty, there's been case. Stop with the BS. I want you to show me. You're not going to find it. You want to know why? Instinctively and with the word naturally, the animals know where the puzzle pieces fit. They know where the puzzle pieces fit. But again, from a Christian church perspective, this is something that is wholeheartedly 100% unacceptable to be pushed out, to be preached as if this is something that Christians are supposed to do and allowed to do. If there's any minister out there, any churchgoer out there, and you're being told and you're being pushed into saying that you being of that lifestyle is okay, it's right, because God knows somebody is lying to you, that is a doctrine from the devil. Plain and simple. And let me make it clear again, because I gotta keep making this disclaimer. I do not dislike anybody that's homosexual. If you come and visit our church and you come there and you're homosexual, we are not going to disrespect you. We are not going to hate you or any of that. All we're saying is that those people that are like that, you're not going to be doing anything in this church. You don't come to church and try to turn our church into your lifestyle, just like we don't at church people, and you shouldn't be doing it. Church people should not be going to gay bars and gay clubs trying to preach Jesus there. Uh-oh, I'm getting in trouble now. No, you shouldn't. You don't go on nobody's territory and try to convert them into what you are. They know what they're doing.
Ty, I just got a question real quick, producer Cav, because this is something I was thinking about earlier in the week, and maybe something to build off of with this is I often hear a lot of times, especially from people of the alphabet community nowadays in the world, they'll say it's that they were maybe raised in a church, but they say that they want the church, but the church doesn't want them, or they want God, but God doesn't want them. What do you have to say to those kinds of people?
Pretty much what I say to them is this. Okay, for people to say we want this, but they don't want us, it's real easy, folks. You know what it is? No, what you're doing right now, you're trying to project a certain way to turn yourself into a victim because you want somebody to agree and validate you for the sin that you're doing. It's simple. Yes, God is love. God loves everybody. Well, if God loved me, why would he send me to hell? No, he's not sending you hell. You choosing to go there. Uh-oh. You're choosing. See, well, here's the thing. This is what makes it so, and I always say it's almost like a blessing and a curse. Free will. God gave it to us right from the get-go. He gave us free will. He said, choose here, and you're going to have this. But that tree over there, don't eat from that tree right there, because the day that you get over that tree, this is what's going to happen. So what he still did, he gave you what? A choice. So although I disagree with anybody that wants to go and murder a baby, our nation has given you a choice. You're choosing to be a murderer. And not only that, here's the deal too, ladies and gentlemen. A relationship of two men together is one of the main reasons why there is a high rate of HIV and AIDS. You want to know why? Because women cannot make puzzle pieces fit. Men can make their puzzle piece fit into any male or any woman, but a woman can't make her puzzle piece fit into anything because she don't have the correct equipment to make hers fit somewhere, if y'all follow me. What are you saying that for, Ty? Ladies and gentlemen, look at the commercials that you see. Look, they're showing you with, oh my gosh. When you see commercials about homosexuality, oh, take this medication. It can help keep AIDS at bay. Take this medication. It keeps HIV at bay. Who are they showing the most? Men. The answer is, you didn't get no dang on AIDS, no god dang on monkey. Oh, a monkey scratched a man over in Africa, and that man in Africa coughed on a white man, and that white man came to America. He kissed his wife, but then he didn't know, well, she didn't know that he was having an affair with multiple women. So those multiple women end up getting the dang on AIDS from the monkey that scratched the man that flew over and had sex with multiple women. Those women had sex with their husbands, and that's how. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I have a very good doctor friend who has a book from way back when. The book has it in there. When somebody got what we call AIDS today, listen to me. What we call AIDS today and HIV, medically, it was called GRIDS. GRIDS. It was called GRIDS. And that's when the medical world was real science and told the truth. And guess what GRIDS stood for? Do y'all know? Norma, Bloomington Norma, do y'all know what GRIDS stood for? GRIDS. Bloomington Norma. Do y'all know what GRIDS stood for? GRIDS stood for Gay-Related Immunodeficiency Syndrome. Uh-oh. And guess who were the only ones that had it? Men. And the only way that women got it is because those men that got AIDS or HIV, they took it home to their wives or their girlfriends. And that's how it happened. But we're not asking the important question, though. Why can't two women be together and get AIDS? Huh? Why is it happening with men? Why is it happening with men? Because I told y'all, puzzle pieces are supposed to fit where puzzle pieces are supposed to fit. It's clear. It's clear where the puzzle pieces are supposed to fit. But we as human beings, what have we done? We turn things over to our own way because just like the Bible says, you are tempted when you are drawn away by your own lust. The reason why we have pedophiles out there is because they are being tempted by their lust. They need to get it under control. They have an issue with being sexually attracted to kids. And there was a time where if you were a man and you had an issue if you were sexually attracted to another man. But now it's been paraded. It's been praised. It's considered to be brave. But next in line, we're going to have the pedos coming online too. They're going to be brave. They're going to have commercials. I knew ever since I was a grown 50-year-old man that I always just loved kids. Ladies and gentlemen, mark my words. I'm telling y'all, they're trying to narrow everything down. They're trying to patty cake everything down. They're trying to dumb everybody down because they want you to get ready to accept that lifestyle as well. Get ready to accept the lifestyle of pedophiles that they're calling them minorly attracted persons. That's why a lot of things that's in the Bible, it stands true. It's not to sit there and try to cage you. It's not to sit there and try to control you. It's like me being a parent. There are certain things I did not let my sons them do and don't let them do. Why? It's not because I'm trying to control them. I'm protecting them. I'm keeping them safe because I know if I let them out, they're going to be in danger. And with that being said, folks, we're going to move on to the next segment. You're listening to Cities 92.9. The dudes are talking Bloomington Normal. We will be right back.
Bloomington Normal's most complete radio news starts now with Fox Radio News on Cities 92.9 WRNW Bloomington Normal. It's 4 o'clock.
Shut down Friday afternoon.
Defense officials at the White House certainly want to assure the American public that our airspace is under lock, especially after the spy traffic incident and then revelations coming out of potential past airspace breaches.
All right, y'all, we're going to move on to the next segment here.
Before traversing the continent of the U.S., Senator Wicker is ranking member on the Senate Armed Services Committee, which Democratic Senator Tim Kaine serves on as well. He weighed in saying that these recent incidents have pushed ensuring airspace security to the forefront. Now, Alaska's Governor Mike Dunleavy put out a statement raising concerns, saying that these recent incidents may be indicating that this could become the new norm.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff. President Biden marking an unfortunate anniversary this month.
Wouldn't it be
If it don't fit, you must have quit.
one year anniversary of a war that
Well, that means a lot of black men is going to have problems then because, you know. I'm just
not only of the United States, but of international community.
National Security Council services a visit from February 20th to the 22nd will include
somebody, we moving on to another segment now.
Bucharest 9.
Fox's
Hey, this is Kev producing for Ty Smith. How can I help you?
About the old familiar stomach bug. Fox's Carmen Roberts.
The Centers for Disease
You wanna talk to
Control
him?
and Prevention is warning of a widespread
Say
outbreak
hi real
of
quick.
potentially
Get a listen.
deadly virus.
This is Ty.
Last summer, cases have jumped 31% compared to the same period the year before. Hand sanitizers won't kill this germ because it has a unique protective shield. So wash your hands frequently.
The CDC
Oh,
says
absolutely.
the norovirus can live on objects and surfaces, infecting people for days or weeks, and even survive some disinfectants. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team.
Yeah, that's the whole ordeal. I mean, the thing is get them while they're kids, and that's what that's what we call a predator. You know, that's what predators do. Predators, the number one predators, before they do anything, they always hunt for the young, the newborn, because they know those are the easiest to get. You know, although they're capable of taking down the much larger, they always go for the ones that are newborn. And that's exactly what people are doing right now. That's why they have it in system where they want to teach your kids about sexuality as early as the 3rd grade.
Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News.
Oh, absolutely, sis. And I appreciate you calling in and letting us know that.
CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and
Absolutely, 100.
News Audio is on the
Appreciate you, sis.
The Voices America Trust.
Have a-
Download it now.
All right, have a good one.
More than 25
She sounded really nice, so I was like,
earthquake
you're on a
in
break.
Turkey and Syria earlier
That was
this
perfect.
week. Friday, more than a dozen were rescued, surviving more than 100 hours under the rubble.
Good luck taking a 12-year-old that didn't get the new Xbox for Christmas. What now? What I miss?
Waves and a lot of salutes as a parade was held for O'Neill Ducharme's 98th birthday.
He is also the most humble, greatest generation hero I've ever known.
Mark Welsh, a volunteer with Honor
We got
Florida.
Purple Math says, Ty, 100% true. They appreciate that. Mama Carol says Sodom. No, we Sodom and Gomorrah ain't got nothing on us. I know y'all. Sodom and Gomorrah don't got nothing on America.
Ducharme spent 39 and a half years of his life in service.
Kimberly Cuisinart is with
YouTube is so woke they keep deleting my answer. Wow, of course.
in Arizona for the big game on Sunday. Fox's
Somebody said I can't keep up with the ever-changing pronouns. Exactly. Exactly.
Arizona's Air National Guard in Tucson, training on emergency scenarios, properly getting
Oh, you said, oh.
suit up and then
I guess while I was on the phone, somebody was like, what is that? Somebody said, hey, tell the youth that was a phone that you were talking on. That was a real phone I was talking on.
and another pilot.
These are computers. William Lynn says, good stuff today, Ty. Hey, appreciate it. We're going to move on to the second segment here in a little bit.
Secretary Mayorkas visited Phoenix this week. In addition to local law enforcement,
And I told y'all the title says it's going to be Hot Topics, things that people are scared to address, and I'm not scared to address it.
threats to chemical weapons. The plan includes aviation and
I'm not going to ask this person probably should want to stay. Do you want anybody to stay on the line for the next segment?
If they're not talking about, we got a new segment, so I'm not even going to be talking about the same thing no more. So, you know.
Hi, this is Kevin Ferris. I'm Drew Ty Smith. How can I help you?
From WMBD.
I'm WMED Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates. It'll be a beautiful day with a lot of sunshine. Highs will reach the mid-40s. Tonight, clear skies and cool with lows in the 20s. Bouncing back to highs near 50 degrees on Sunday.
The weather's being brought to you by First Aid.
MRM, Woodside, California, very wealthy area in the Bay Area, wanted to teach homosexuality to kindergarten.
I got you. I'll let him know that,
30
and
years
then
ago.
maybe he'll get into it in the next segment.
Thus didn't just happen. Everyone was sleeping. Yep. Bitcoin Bell, that's right. That is absolutely right. That's why they want to keep you so,
Okay.
they want to keep
I
a lot of
will.
us so entertained with so much stuff because of that.
That person wanted you to know they believe that people who are gay or pedophiles or whatever have a mental illness. And then they got into a thing about how apparently she was listening to the radio and it said something to the effect of when Adam and Eve didn't have a belly button. I have no idea what that has to do with anything. But,
Oh, man. Adam and Eve didn't have a belly button, huh? Well, why would they if they weren't born from a person with an umbilical cord?
from the Johnson Lexington studio.
All right, here we go, folks.
Fooled by corporate preferred list. Tell your insurance company that you choose Johnson Lexington, preferred by families like yours. All views and opinions expressed in this program do not reflect those of Cities 92.9, Great Plains Media, its affiliates, or its employees. They can't cancel him or Cities 92.9. It's Cancel This with Ty Smith.
All right, here we go. What's going on, Bloomington Normal? I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and you're listening to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is area code 309-451-9299. You can text the show at 309-451-9299. If you would like to see me live in the studio where I interact with you and you interact with me, I can see your comments. You can see me being theatrical and all that stuff like that. Go onto YouTube, and once you type in Modern Renaissance Man on YouTube, you will see a thumbnail or a picture that says on air. Once you click that picture, you will be able to see me looking right at you. Right? All right, so folks, we had an awesome last segment talking about this particular subject, and unfortunately, all the calls came while we were ending that segment. They, because we could have had them on air and had them say what they wanted to say, which they left some pretty good compliments. But yeah, we're going to be moving on from that and moving on to this next deal. And this next deal is this. It's still kind of on the same lines as that a little bit. And you guys are going to see how. And it's simply this. I am going to be talking to you guys about why and how and just the whole overall structure of you being who you are as a man and you being who you are as a woman when it comes to family, when it comes to life. See, we are designed completely different. Men, we are designed differently than women. Women, we are designed, no, Lord Jesus, let me rewind that. I said women, we. No, women, you are designed completely different than men on the physical level, on an emotional level. We're different. And one reason why I told you guys it's kind of along the same lines of what I was just talking about a minute ago is this. The things that are going on right now are trying to get you to change what comes to you naturally. Men are naturally more aggressive, stronger, kind of straightforward, can come off as being arrogant, can come off as being like, kind of harsh. Women tend to be more like feminine, soft, sweet, emotional. Let's just keep it real. And what's going on right now is that they're trying to change all that around. So what I'm telling you guys right now, what I want you to do to the listeners out there right now, I want you to pay attention to any type of message, any type of ideology that's trying to be pushed to get you to be a certain way. See, because here's the thing. You're going to do what comes naturally to you. Men, when you were little boys, tell me if I'm wrong about this. As a little boy, weren't you always trying to be the fastest one, the strongest one? If you seen somebody do something, I can do it too. Y'all remember that? They'll say, or if you heard somebody bragging about another kid, oh, that kid right there, he's pretty fast. And then you get up there and you try to show them how fast you are. Or they'll say, hey, that little kid right there, he threw that rock really far. I can throw the rock really far. Already at a young age, little boys, we're already trying to be competitive. I'm the strongest. We would sit there and wrestle with each other and all that. You know what I mean? We did that. We always came up with things, and this was going to make a lot of people upset now. Because it's the reason why we were designed that way. We were designed the way that we were. We were all in all to keep things at bay. Now, y'all like, dude, where are you going with this? Listen to me. Let's just be real. Society, I'm about to get in trouble. I don't care. I'm not scared of y'all. Society will literally cease to function if there were no men. Yep, you heard me. Society would cease to function if there were no men. And it's not about to be no segment where it's about, oh, you're a misogynist. I ain't about to fall for that nonsense, bullcrap, toxic masculinity nonsense. Let's just keep it real. And I'm about to make a lot of y'all women mad. Not a lot of them. A lot of conservative women, they understand this. But some women still try to hold on to a little bit of something because some of y'all running y'all households. Uh-oh. Woo! Ty, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be stepping on our toes. Keep stepping on the left toes. Nuh-uh. If you are a man and you're married, you are supposed to be heading up your house. You are supposed to be protecting your house. You're supposed to be ruling your house. That's your territory. That's your kingdom. Now, I know all this stuff that goes out there in the world. People say, I'm the husband, but my wife wear the pants. No, mine don't. Nuh-uh. Do you know what your role really is as a man? Do you know what your role is as a woman? And if you do, great. If you don't, you need to figure it out. Because this can save you. I'm telling y'all right now. Now, see, this is what I'm getting ready to get into. The reason why I'm saying this is this. Why is it that in school, they're so quick to teach kids about sexuality before they're teaching kids about relationship? Huh? Y'all notice that? In school, they will teach you the benefits of what comes to you physically for being in a relationship versus teaching you how to thrive in a relationship. And this might be the answer to why marriages fail. You're hearing it from Ty Smith first. The reason why I believe, I know they got the statistics out there. I know them like the back of my head. Me and my wife, we talk to folks, we counsel folks, all the whole nine. I talk to people all the time online. The reason why marriages fail, for number one, they're always initiated by women. 90% of all marriages, divorces are initiated by the woman. And the number one thing they're going to have on there is like top 5 of them: infidelity, financial, not compatible, right? What in the world is irreconcilable differences? I thought you said for better or worse. What is irreconcilable differences? What difference do y'all have that can't be irreconciled? Let me slow down a little bit because I done jumped ahead on y'all, didn't I? If we as men taught our young boys what it's supposed to be and what it's like to be a man, we wouldn't have a lot of the issues we have today with people being too soft, especially these, y'all know it. Y'all, boy, look, listen to me. I cannot stand. Understand me. Let me say this real slow, y'all. Listen to me. Because I want y'all to understand my thought process here. Why do y'all think it was really weird for a lot of us young guys when I just told y'all about us being little boys? I'm the strongest, I'm the biggest. Why do y'all think we found it weird when a boy didn't want to do what we wanted to do? Like if we say, come on, man, let's wrestle. No, I don't want to. We look at him like, dude, what's wrong with you? Now, I'm not hating. I'm just letting y'all know. That's why if there was any feminine type guys, we looked at them weird. Not that we disliked them. Not that we were homophobic. We just, as boys, we thought it was weird that his temperament was that of like the girls. So we would just sit there and say, man, that's when you could say it back then. We would say, why are you acting like that? So understand this. It's no hate towards that at all. I'm talking about temperament. And let's just keep it real. There are some men out there, they have more of a feminine type temperament. Most of them grow out of it, but I'm talking about at a young age, most young guys. Y'all, come on, y'all. Can we be real? There are young guys out there. When I say young guys, I'm talking about boys, little boys. They can be the ages 7 to 12, whatever. They have feminine-like temperament. And if you were around other boys who had more of the traditional male type masculinity, if we saw any boys that was acting feminine, we just thought it was weird. Because we think he's supposed to be aggressive like us, getting dirty, running, sweating, stinking. Being told by your parents, get your stanky butt in there and go take a bath. But we had some of them, man, they would not run with us. They would not play. They wouldn't get dirty. They didn't want to get their jeans. They didn't want to climb a tree. And we just thought, okay, look, we ain't going to play with such and such because, man, he funny acting. And then again, it wasn't being homophobic. So what are you saying, Todd? What I'm saying is this. The reason why, again, we have what we have going on today is, number one, where have the strong men gone? Where are the strong men that your sons will be able to look proudly up to you and know My dad is strong. My dad is fearless. Every man that's in a family should be looking forward to being his son's hero. I got 2 grown men right now in my house. Somebody knock on the door. Guess what they do? Big grown men, y'all. One of them bigger than me. He like 6'4" and a half. Bigger than me. Somebody knock at our door. Daddy, somebody at the door. You don't get your big butt up and go up there and see who it is. It's like, but what I'm saying is for us on a psychological level, they're still in that mode of daddy is the protector. Daddy is the strong one. Daddy is fearless. Dad always went and answered the door and did this. That's how we should be looked at in our household, even though I got 2 grown men. We're going to hit on this a little bit more, folks. We're going to take a break right here. You're listening to Cities 92.9 and News to Talk of Bloomington Normal.
Cities 92.9's dependable weather from WMBD.
I'm WMBD chief meteorologist Chris Yates.
All right, still appreciate y'all still hanging out with me. Don't forget, if you're new in here, make sure you hit that like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate that. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. I'm not on a computer right now, so it'll be hard for me to try to kind of keep up with all your comments because it flows on the phone. Clement Gray says Genesis 3:16 is the problem for the women. Oh, we can hit on that too. Let me write that down real quick because I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna say something right here. This little iPad right here, it can access the internet. This little thing. Do you know if this little deal right here can access the internet?
I have no idea. I've never used that thing.
I don't even know what it is.
It's some Google device.
It has a camera and everything on it.
Text the word storm to 77,000. Look at the forecast for Bloomington Normal every weekday morning at 7 a.m. and every weekend morning at 9 a.m. Plus, you'll get alerts for impending storms and road conditions. Remember, it's free to join, but standard messaging and data rates in your
I'm gonna keep your comment right there too. Purple Mav. I'm gonna keep your comment right there too because I want to read that off.
With Cities 92.9.
This is my show, Weekdays at 11. You know, it's all about getting involved in the grassroots effort to take our country back. Don't let your community fall apart. Do it on cities929.com.
Yo, Bloomington Normal. Welcome back. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you're listening to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is area code 309-451-9299. Again, it's 309-451-9299. And before we took the break, I was pretty much explaining to you guys why it's important for people to actually be men and actually teach young boys how to be men. Same thing. It's important for women to teach young women how to be women because right now we have a crazy marriage failure in America. And I think it has everything to do with the fact that a foundation was not set at a young age. They will push you into having a sexual physical relationship without even actually explaining to you how to function in a relationship, right? And that's why I feel a lot of marriages fail today because you were never taught how to function in a relationship. You were never taught what to expect in a relationship. You were never taught about the differences of men and women. You want to know why? They're trying to make us all equal, and we will never be equal. Women, you will never be equal to a man. Men, you will never be equal to a woman, nor should either one of us be striving to be. But you know what the problem end up being? It is going to tick a lot of you women off. Let me tell y'all how this go, because I had this discussion on the panel a few weeks back. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Go with me here, Blono. Listen. There was a time where men, if we are by ourselves, we come up with stuff to do. Any of you guys, any of you men out there, can you remember a time where, who can tell me about a time where before all this technology kicked in, do y'all remember a time where you ever seen girls outside running and playing and climbing trees and doing this and doing did y'all ever remember a time? Did y'all ever see that? And the reason why I'm saying that you might have had, the reason why I'm saying is because you always seen boys riding their bikes, going down to the darn creek, running, jumping, chasing, pushing, hitting. You seen boys doing those stuff. We would sit there and come up with our own games. Ladies and gentlemen that are listening, I can ask Kev right now. Have you ever seen girls? Have you ever seen where you growing up? Did you ever see like a group of girls just play like a pickup game of just football in the middle of the street?
No.
You ever seen like a group of girls just like, you know, you grew up in Naperville, right?
Yep.
Did y'all have basketball? Did you know the basketball hoop in the driveway? Did you ever see like a group of girls just all playing a pickup game of?
Not really. That would have been more common though. I mean, that's the kind of thing that like maybe that basketball. I mean, if they have a hoop with their family, more so what I would see is groups of girls like playing in the grass or something. Like I don't know. It depends on the age, but like younger girls maybe with dolls or something like that.
That's my point, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm saying. See, what happened is that it was a time where they gravitated towards things that naturally came to them. Girls weren't interested in trying to like get all dirty. They just weren't. Even if there was a time where people would try to say, now look, honey, girls don't get dirty. Now let's be real. Let's just keep it real. You did have your occasional tomboy. I will never forget her name. We had a girl that grew up around us named Olitha. Olitha wanted to do everything the dudes wanted to do. We playing, and she would ruin. Here's the thing, we always came up with stuff to do. We playing football in the middle of the street. We playing basketball in the middle of the street. Guys, we even played this game called paper tag. Y'all know how you play dodgeball? But instead, we would have like the roll up. We would have the roll up paper that the paper man delivered. And if I was it, I would chase you. And if I threw the paper at you, hit you in your back, now you it. But what we end up getting irritated with, go with me here, ladies and gentlemen, is that we always got upset when there was always some girl that would want to come and play with us. And we didn't want her to play. She ruined it. And you want to know how she ruined it? Because back then, you had a parent. If y'all don't let my little girl play, then ain't none of y'all playing. She can play too. Let her play. She want to play. But then guess what they would turn around and say to us? And y'all better not be rough for her. See, now, guess what the dudes would do? We don't even want to play no more. We all quit. Now, I'm about to tick off a lot of y'all women. All I'm saying. Oh, boy. All I'm saying. Men or young boys, we came up with our own thing that we were doing. We were in our lane. We stayed in our lane. It didn't get ruined until somebody forced us to allow you to come and play our game. And then we all don't want to play. We don't want to play no more. And now you tell us we can't be rough? So in other words, we got to lower our standards in order to let you come in and play something that's like a basic level for us. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Tyler, you stepping on some toes right now, son. Am I saying women shouldn't be in professions that men are in? That is not what I'm saying. All I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, on a metaphorical level, the mother in our neighborhood who forced us to try to let her daughter play our games and then forced us to change our natural rules to lower our athleticism, to lower our aggression, to lower how rough we were, just to allow her in, she ended up having to where she ruined our game. And guess what we did? We ended up taking the games that we played, we ended up playing somewhere else. Hey, y'all, we just gonna meet over 2 blocks away. We gonna play over there because we don't want no Letha playing. You know what? Her mama gonna try to get mad and yell at us. Her mama's gonna tell our mama, and then all the parents gonna say, y'all let old Letha play, and then we can't even play like we want to no more because we can't be dudes. What I'm saying is that society right now represents that mother who is saying, let the girls get in there and do this. And then you got some of these jellyback soft men. Well, you know, yeah, look, come on, y'all. Let's just stop it. Let's just stop it. There's nothing wrong with girls playing some games with guys, but I'm telling you right now, women, y'all can disagree all you want to. We have to lower our standards in order to allow you to play with us because we will clearly knock you out. We will clearly hit you too hard. We will clearly push you too hard. That's what would happen. Be real. You don't believe me? Go and look up MMA right now. There's a trans fighter in there right now. He is a man, and look what he's doing to that woman. Look what he's doing to that woman. So what I'm saying on a hypothetical level and from a metaphorical level, can we just be real and say there are some professions out there right now that you ladies, y'all didn't even care about it. You guys used to accept the fact that, oh man, I know I won't be able to go and climb that ladder in that fast of a time and carry this 200 pounds such and such. I know I won't be able to get through that obstacle course as fast as they said I should, because they said, you know, if you complete this obstacle course in this time, you have a less chance of getting killed in order for me to get into this particular service. So a lot of standards had to be lowered in order to let some of y'all in. So they come up with this thing. If you know what I'm talking about, I'll give you the big old political word they use for it called egalitarianism. Is that, ladies, although you guys are capable, some of you, not all, although a lot of you are capable of doing jobs like men, I think it was Venezuela or Scandinavia, one of them pretty much just made everything equal across the board. They said women gonna be put in every single thing that men are in. Y'all gonna be bricklayers. You guys are gonna be welders. You guys are gonna be putting up skyscrapers. And guess what ended up happening? Maybe it was Sweden. Guess what ended up happening? It furthered the gap. The gap got further. It didn't close. The gap didn't close. It didn't, oh, now that we open up all these opportunities and all these different things for women to do, women gravitated further away from trying to get into those things that men are in. What am I saying this for? What I'm saying this for is this. Don't let society sell you into something that's going to end up being your downfall, ladies. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not saying this to prevent y'all from doing anything, because there's nothing that y'all can't do anyway. All I'm saying is when you get into certain types of professions, when you get in certain type of atmospheres that you were not equipped to do it, it comes with consequences that weighs down on you emotionally. And let's be real, you guys are more emotional than us. You're more emotional than us. So I'm gonna give y'all some examples right here. First of all, I'm talking as far as military and all that goes. There are women that are in military, right? They're in the military. Standards had to be lower in order to let women get into the military. I'm being real. There are women that are police officers. The standards had to be significantly lowered in order to let women get into that job. Women became firefighters. The standards had to be lowered in order to let you women get in there and become firefighters. Right? So listen to this. What they don't tell you guys, ladies, is, I mean, technically you're really not equal to a man in those physical jobs anyway. But what they don't tell you is the consequences of being in those type of professions and what it does to your body as a woman. They don't tell you that. But I'm going to tell you here in a little bit after we take this break. We'll be right back.
Hey there, it's me, Scott Robinson. You won't.
One thing I wanted to bring up too, like when you're just talking about differences between men and women, even the government recognizes it. If you look at like the presidential fitness test standards from back in like the 80s, like when it was like a good test, like nowadays it's like there's no standards. It's just like, oh, like you need to teach kids about fitness. But back then it was like they had specific standards for like your pacer, your sit-ups, your push-ups, your pull-ups, everything like that. For all the ones that are based on strength, push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, and even the speed ones too, like pacer and mile, the standards for men are higher, meaning like, so if you're doing push-ups, boys had to do like 25 push-ups to be considered like physically fit. Women had to do like 10 or 15. The only thing that women had to outperform men on was flexibility. That's the only thing that...
Which we know that comes naturally to them is being seen, you know, wow. And that was when you said like
1985. And even through...
And that what kind of test
But
was
I even... so it's like the presidential fitness tests that you have to do in grade school. Like even I had to do those tests when I was in... And the standards were the same when I was in school. Well, not the exact same. They changed a little bit. Because what they judge like who is physically fit is also based on how the rest of the country is fit. So the standards actually were lowered by the time I was in school because of childhood obesity and everything.
I was just getting ready to say that. Obesity kicked in big time.
Exactly. And so by the time I was in elementary school, which is when everybody was talking about childhood obesity, I was like, I mean, I was never like super physically fit, but by the physical fitness standards, I was like,
I'm gold.
I was fucking Michael Phelps because
We had we was talking about this a few days ago. That notion right there. We had, like, just say in our whole elementary school, going, like, especially in the 4th grade, there might have been 2 kids that were fat, and we, you know what I mean. They when I say that, I'm not talking about like somebody with just like a nice, you know, what they call like just a nice size little stomach. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the, you know, I'm talking about we had man, they just 2 of them now.
Looks like they're wearing a backpack on the front kind of thing.
Yes, they got 2 butts. You got the butt right there and the butt in the back. But they now, like, my sons were in school. I'm like, golly, like 60% of y'all school is fat.
Yeah.
So my son's like, they don't make them run a mile. They get to walk it. They got to complete a mile in 30
The
minutes.
thing that's so weird to me is like what happened to like metabolism too. Like I get it, not everybody's born with like a strong metabolism, but like when I was growing up, I didn't even by means eat like the most healthy or anything like that, but I never got like, and I'm a little chubby now. I can stand to lose a few pounds, but like the way I see some kids like,
No, dude.
even at like a young age, like you're supposed to have a pretty high metabolism at a young age.
You're supposed to be like a non-stop burst of energy.
Exactly.
They're stagnant. They don't move. They don't move. Dude, we couldn't even. Our day consisted of when we woke up, like if it was like special something. We woke up, we ate something. It's like, get out.
Yeah.
It's like we couldn't come back in the house. What you coming in here for? It's hot. We'll go outside and sit in some shade. Well, I'm thirsty. We'll get some water that just falls on the side of the house.
Yeah, seriously.
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we about to come back on, folks.
Thanks for making Cities 92.9 a part of your workday. As a thank you, tell us that you're listening on cities929.com for your chance to win an oil change from Islanders Collision and Service Center and gift cards from Jimmy John's. Tell us where you listen to Cities 92.9 at work at cities929.com.
Now the Presidential Youth Fitness Program on their website has a thing that says inclusive physical education.
What's going on, Bloomington Normal? I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you're listening to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is 309-451-9299. You can text the show at that same number. If you would like to see me live in the studio, go on to YouTube, type in Modern Renaissance Man, and when you see the thumbnails that says on air, click it, and you will see me in the studio looking at you, and you're looking at me, and we're having a good-looking time. All right, so before we took the break, ladies and gentlemen, I was getting ready to explain to you guys what happens to women when you get into certain fields of work that they don't explain to you. See, it's the same exact thing, the same exact psychological play that they're doing to women right now. They're doing that same exact type of psychological play to young children and to parents of those children. What are you talking about, Ty? This whole gender reassignment and all that stuff they're doing right now? You're getting all the praises. You're being pushed. You're being encouraged. You got commercials. You got the music. You got all the lolly-dolly-da, the Skittles, rainbows, and unicorns. You got all that backing up and all that. But what they don't tell you, what they don't show you, is the end result. Huh? They don't show you all the end result, do they? Ty, what are you talking about? Ladies, listen to me. Look, kudos to ladies that are, some of y'all are gifted. Let's just be real. A lot of women are gifted athletically. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is this. When people get into certain type of job fields that requires a great amount of stress, understand this, because I'm going to try to say this slow because I know I'm a fast talker. When you try to become a fireman, a police officer, any branch of the military, except, maybe a fighter plane, that might be different, but they got to have a certain level of physical fitness as well. But listen to this. The standards already had to be lowered for the women to even get in it. And then to have those standards lowered, there are some women that don't even meet that standard, even though it's lowered. That's already a thing right there, right? Ladies, I'm only saying it because I'm telling you, I'm not saying this to demean you, to down you, or anything like that. I'm saying it because as a husband of my wife, my thing that I would want to do is protect. And that's what I'm doing. Men, that's what we naturally do. Ladies, have y'all seen Titanic? When stuff is hitting the fan, men are stepping up, and yeah, we're scared, but we're still willing to die for y'all. We are willing to give our life for you guys. Not even a question whether we're going to give our lives for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not even up for talks. It's not no, well, hey, babe, this ship is going down and there's only one little lifesaver. So you want to do rock, paper, scissors? It's not even a question. My wife is getting the lifesaver. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be proud of it too because I saved my wife. So what I'm saying right now is not to demean any woman or even make me seem like I'm being condescending. I'm only saying it as a protection because y'all don't get to see what we see in the medical field. You don't get to see what we see in the hospitals. What are you talking about, Ty? Ladies, a lot of the stuff that y'all got going on with y'all on the physical level, from fibroids to ovarian cysts to inflamed fallopian tubes to irregular periods, that stuff is going to stem because of the amount of physical activity you put on your body when you get into these fields, and they're not going to tell you that. Because the ultimate goal about everything that's going on from this world is exactly what the enemy did from the get-go, and that's to keep you from reproducing anything. Guys, everything that the government and society is pushing us to do is all leading to us not creating any more kids. But guess who's continuing to do it? The ones that are pushing y'all to do it. The ones who are pushing y'all to kill your babies, to be homosexual, to be transsexual, to get your genitals mutilated, to women, y'all get into these career fields that they know is going to destroy your body. It's all going to come down because they know that you will not be able to procreate. You won't be able to reproduce. You can call me what you want to. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm seeing. Y'all, it's so heartbreaking when you have a husband and a wife. She gets into the military. He's in the military. And sometimes she's in the military. He's not in the military. She becomes barren. This man wanted kids. I've been with her. I'm telling y'all, I'm just letting y'all know. I've had stories. Ty, I've been with this woman. We were high school sweethearts. And now we've been married 11 years. And we've been trying, but the reason she's not able to bear children. Now, she was fertile. But for some reason, the doctors are all saying her body is not sending no egg down once a month no more. And they think that ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, I know what I'm talking about. This is what they do not want you to know. They don't want you to see the end results of getting into these fields where you put so much physical strain on you. Ladies, understand this. When you start to do a lot of things for you to use your body a certain way, your body will produce a hormone, testosterone. Testosterone will war against your estrogen. If testosterone is the most dominant thing in your body right now, testosterone is going to cause your body to shut down things that estrogen is responsible for. A lot of estrogen is responsible for y'all procreating, y'all menstrual cycle, balancing your hormones when it comes to all kind of different things that you guys all know what y'all deal with. You know what I'm talking about, right? They don't tell y'all this because they don't care about you. If they cared about you, they would say, hey, yeah, okay, yeah, if you get into this field, why wouldn't they just tell you the truth? God, man, why just tell us the truth? Hey, eating at McDonald's every day, oh, it won't harm you at all. I mean, it's delicious. McDonald's is delicious. Oh, eating at Burger King every day won't harm you. It's delicious. Oh, eating Chick-fil-A every day won't harm you. Oh, it's delicious. Eating Pizza Hut every single day is delicious. Eating pork every day it won't harm you. Come on now. What would y'all do if you had somebody backing y'all up and telling y'all that, even though they got these dummies doing it right now? Oh, obesity is not a food issue. What? So they just got fat from breathing? No, you got fat from eating. No, it's a psychological issue. No, it's an eating issue. And guess what happens to people that overeat too? And they're big like that. They can't reproduce. Their organs don't function right. I'm telling y'all, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't remember anything else that Ty Smith said today, remember that Ty Smith said, all the programs, all the things that they're pushing out there in society right now is to simply keep you commoners, you middle class, you upper class, you poor folks from reproducing, because they only want to have a class of people in this United States that is of a certain level, like the elites are. Upper class, first class like folks. They, you see them, they're reproducing. They'll tell you to go get an abortion, but they're not getting one. Yeah, I'll bet $1,000 right now that the minute that one of Barack Obama kids become pregnant, I bet you they don't abort the baby. But Barack Obama's show made a statement. If one of my children happen to get pregnant, she shouldn't be punished by the baby. She should be able to abort it. Yeah, okay, I bet that doesn't happen. So what I'm saying is this, ladies and gentlemen. We are different. Embrace being different. There's nothing wrong with being different. That's actually your superpower. Ladies, listen to me when I'm telling y'all this. Listen to me. You being a feminine, soft, sweet-spoken woman, do you know how attractive that is to a man? Do you even understand what that does to a man on the inside when you are sweet, when you are loving, when you are just that, oh my God, do y'all even know what it does to a man? That's the type of stuff that makes me like, I would die for you. I would protect you. I will get you what you look. I got a lot of men on here commenting right now saying, darn right, yeah, sure. Look, I'm getting texts right. I'm getting emails. Ty, dude, you hitting the nail on the head. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. Number one, you cannot be on our level anyway, but do you understand that your superpower that you have as a woman is simply being that soft, feminine, sweet-spoken woman? That's what we want. We don't want nobody just as aggressive as we are. That's where the problems come in. When you feel like you can actually buck up against the man, look, you bucking up, look, we can't help it. It's our nature. Young boys, we're rough already. We're already competitive. We think we're the best. We think we're the strongest. We think we're the fastest. And now in a relationship, you want to come at me like how a man would? We're going to have a problem. So, Ty, are you saying that women shouldn't be? No, you're not following me. I'm telling you right now, I'm just letting you ladies know. Your superpower as being a woman and what really attracts the living daylights of a man towards you is your femininity. Lord, y'all just don't know. That's why a lot of people have trouble dating today, because society has pushed women into wanting to be the man. I pay for it. Well, he can pay for his, I'll pay for mine. I don't need him. I got my own. I got this. Ain't no man gonna be telling me. See what I'm saying? They have pushed y'all and tricked y'all into something that men never even cared about. See what I'm saying? We were already in our lane doing our thing already as it is. So imagine me being a man. I'm single. I'm not single, y'all. I'm just telling y'all to go with me here now. Follow me. If I was a single man, I got my stuff together. I don't go around with this thought in my head like, yeah, I'm single and I got a job, I got a career, and I got money, I got my own home. No, it's just the men are just doing it. They're just doing their thing. You just an independent man. You're just an independent human being. If you are a grown man, you got your stuff going, great. If you are a grown woman, you out and about, you got your stuff going, great. My question is, ladies, who and when did they infiltrate y'all minds to say, I can do just as much as a man can? Do y'all see men doing that? Do y'all see men marching around going, I can do just as much as a woman can? I mean, I can do a backflip on a balance beam. Do you see any man? I can sit there and whip up some biscuits. Watch how I fry my bacon. I can bake a better cake. You want to know why? We don't care. Because we just know that we're doing what we like to do. Ladies, I told y'all, a lot of y'all are not going to follow me because some of y'all are in the mindset right now, all you're being is defensive. You're not really listening to what I'm saying. If you listen to what I'm saying, you will understand that what I'm saying is helping you. It's not trying to demean you. It's keeping you protected, because in the long run, it's going to be you that's going to be affected by that. You don't see no men. Oh, well, let me take that back. Now, oh, Lord Jesus, I was going to say, Kev, you don't see no men trying to be in no beauty patch. Oops. But guess what? We got in there and we beating y'all. Oh, my God. We done got into beauty patches and we beating y'all, too. We getting women of the year. Bruce Jenner hair better than all y'all women on Maybe It's Maybelline. Bruce Jenner tearing y'all hair up. His hair blowing in the wind better than all y'all women. And y'all let this happen. Y'all let this happen. Anyway, ladies, look. I'm going to hit on this a little bit more when we get back, all right? We get ready to take a break. We will be right back.
Constitutional Sound Bites by David Shestokias is our way of helping this community
society remember the importance of the document and why America is a constitutional republic.
The self-evident truths in the Declaration of Independence.
Let's see. If you think I do not know what I'm talking about, I worked in the ER with doctors and took care of women coming in to have their child or children, and took
The natural law elements of
the fear from them, calming them. Wait, I don't know what you mean by that, Jimmy. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if that's a comment from something you said earlier.
Natural desire for freedom. The United States was founded on a philosophy containing the belief that
Say, recall one. Let me see. Recall one fact. Fear makes pains worse. It is known. It is normal action of the body, and you know it. The fear subsides, and so does the pain of the body preparing the birth of a child.
This has been Constitutional Soundbites by David Shistokis on Cities 92.9.
What is going on, Bloomington Normal? This is Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, inviting you to join me for my show. Let's see. Stephen Thomas said, have you watched Matt Walsh's rebuttal where he checks the scoreboard? That was very compelling as well. I don't know about that one, Stephen. I know I've seen this thing, What is a Woman? I saw when he was on Dr. Phil, too. Join me, Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, for Cancel This, every Saturday from 3 to 5 on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal.
Our advertisers are just like you, hardworking patriots who fight on.
Red said, I was a tomboy, but I was a girl as well. I agree with you. Yo, 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 Bloomington Normal. Welcome back. I'm Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and you're listening to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is area code 309-451-9299, and you can text the show at that same number. If you would like to see me live in the studio, go on to YouTube and type in Modern Renaissance Man, and when you do that, you will see me live in the studio looking at you, and you're commenting, all that good stuff, folks. So welcome back again, folks. And before we took the break, you guys heard me pretty much saying the differences between men and women. I don't understand why right now in society, a lot of us are embracing them, telling us what we should do and how we should be. And that is absolutely 100% backwards, folks, because in the end, all this is doing is set up to destroy us. It's set up to keep us from procreating, plain and simple. They want to change the roles of women, change the roles of men, because they know that that right there is going to be, as society is going to be completely unstable. You're going to have a foundation that's going to be weak, and anything you build on top of that is going to come crashing down. And that's why I'm telling you this. When you build a foundation on what they're building right now, changing the natural, changing men's roles, changing women's roles, allowing a child who's not even able to drive a car, can't even drink, can't even go to school, can't even get a credit card, but you're going to allow a child to make a decision to go and get their penis cut off. Y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? It's all set up to keep you from creating. It's to pretty much shut down what God did. And I'm telling you right now, the reason why a lot of it is happening this way is because of you weak men. Oh, wait a minute, Todd, I thought you were on our side. No. Weak men. There's this thing that, like, you know, my family used to do. I'm just going to say it like it is. I have family members that were in some of the biggest street pharmacists and drug kingpins from Chicago all the way down to Tennessee. And they do this thing where they used to teach us about, they want us as young guys, you know, it's called being hard, you know, hardcore, being, you know, you're not scared of anything. You're fearless. They were teaching us to be fearless. And you know what they used to do to us? They used to sit there and take things like Jamaican folklore. They took like Greek mythology, Chinese mythology, Norse mythology. They took a lot of different things from the Bible, and they would show us this, and they would say, you know, y'all know that we're going to be making a lot of money doing this thing we're doing right now. So they would sit there and read all these different mythologies off to us, because they showed us that all these great men fell because of a woman. Uh-oh. Ladies, this is no hate towards y'all at all. But the same trick that's going on in society right now is the same trick that that evil one played in the Garden of Eden. Tell me this, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, y'all can be mad at me about this. There are some of you out there that you guys do have some logical minds. I get that. But majority of you don't. Most of things is responsive by emotion. I'm just being real. I'm not hating. I'm not being condescending towards you or anything like that. I'm just letting you know this. So in the beginning, now y'all know the story about Adam and Eve, right? Y'all tell me this. Adam was there all this time by himself, right? Adam was there the whole time by himself before God made Eve. How come you ain't hear about no serpent coming up to Adam and talking to him? Uh-oh. Ooh. What, say it again? Why didn't the serpent, the evil one, why didn't the evil one come to Adam the whole time Adam was there by himself before he made Eve? Huh? Why did the serpent only came after that woman was there? The same reason why a lot of y'all told me, some of my older patients, like I got patients that are like in their 90s and their 80s. You know what they told me? They say the people that want to sell things to us, they always know. They wait till my husband leave, and then within an hour or two of my husband leaving, they come knocking on the door selling stuff, and then they end up getting us to buy it. The enemy plays the same exact trick. And ladies, they come to you. The Bible says the only way that a house can be overtaken is if that house is overtaken. Wait, let me slow down. The only way, I'm paraphrasing, that a house would be taken is if they overtake the strong man. God put Adam and Eve in a garden. The serpent came to Eve. And then Eve ended up getting Adam to do the same thing she did. Now, let me look, follow me on this one, though. Follow me on this, y'all. Check this out. Because this is going to get deep. And a lot of y'all going to get ticked off at this. This is why I push men, despite of what you feel, despite of you thinking that your wife going to get mad at you, men, despite of you thinking that your girlfriend going to be mad at you, if you are being led by God, you better be led by God and do what God told you to do. God is the head of Christ. Christ is the head of man. Man is the head of the woman. Now, I know out there in society, they want to twist all that around. And it's not to set up no hierarchy to make us better than y'all. No, it's for a protection. What if right now I want to be Jesus? Oh, no, I want to be Jesus. In fact, I want to be God. You can try all you want to, but you wouldn't. I will never be Jesus. I will never be God. I can't. So why even put myself through all the pain and the hell trying to be out of order? I can't even do Jesus' job. I definitely can't do God's job, because if I did, all y'all would be dead. I'm flooding the earth again. Like I'm flooding the earth, and it ain't gonna be no coming back. None of y'all being. Everybody, look, the ones that's going to heaven, you're going to heaven. The ones that going to hell, you're going to hell. I'm not recreating no more human beings because y'all crazy. No, I'm just joking, folks. I'm joking. But no, listen to this. Let me get back being real a little bit. The devil came and tempted and got Eve to disobey not only her husband, but also God. See, God taught Adam everything, and Adam taught his wife, right? Eve, when God came to Eve, hey, why did you eat that knowing that you weren't supposed to? She said, well, the serpent, he beguiled me. God looked at Adam, wait a minute, hold on. I had you in this garden all this time, and why did you eat it? Guess what Adam did? He played the victim role like a lot of y'all do right now because you don't want to take responsibility. He said, it's this woman you gave me. So guess what God said to eat? Look, y'all, go. I'm telling y'all, look in the Bible right now. Look up what God said to Adam. He said, God didn't even say, hey, because you ate this fruit. Or hey, you let this devil talk to your woman. That ain't what God said. God said, because you listened to your woman. Oh, boy. I had to step away from the mic a little bit, y'all. I felt the estrogen blowing through I felt the estrogen coming from the towers. He said, because you listened to your woman. What am I saying that for? It's a reason why we were designed to be in specific roles that we are. And if you get taught how to operate in your specific role, things will flow right. The foundation will be set strong. And anything that anybody try to build on it, even if they do put wrong things on top of that foundation, if all that stuff comes crumbling down, you will still be set on that strong, righteous, true foundation. God is the head of Christ. Christ is the head of man. Man is the head of the woman. God is over all of that. Jesus is over me. He's over my wife. He's over my kids. I am over my wife. I'm over my kids. My wife is over my kids. Boom. But look what they've done. They are really convincing you women to try to step up and be and take on the man's role. Not telling you that it will destroy you. I don't know one single mother out there right now that was raising their hands. I love being a single mother. It's so easy. I'm just enraptured in my kids' presence and being a single mama. No. And I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I've known of men that got their children and they're like, I don't see what all the fuss is about. I'm just telling y'all. Now they're like, now I do get a little, I get a little like, oh man, I don't feel like waking up. But 85% of the men that I know that are single, they're single parents. Those men have no problem running their house. There is a distinct difference between us ladies. Just be real, man. Y'all know that y'all kids, when they get to a certain age, there's nothing y'all can do about that no more. Yes, I can. No, you cannot. Come on now. Your sons hit around, especially they go through adolescence. They're bigger than you. They're taller than you. My son knows not to. If you are a single mom, no, I'm just being real with you. Your son is just allowing you to tell him what to do. But if your son decides, mama, shut up, I'm not doing, what you gonna do? You can't do nothing but tell him to get out your house. That's all you can do. And if he don't want to leave, what you gonna do? All I'm saying, y'all, is that there's a reason why we are put in the positions that we are put in. And if you learn to operate in your position, you won't have to worry about having no type of physical issues that goes on with you, or no emotional issues, no spiritual issues. The reason why we have a lot of these issues that we deal with today is because we are out of pocket. We are out of order. The reason why a lot of churches are going to hell in the handbasket right now, allowing homosexuality to come up in there, allowing adultery to come up in there, allowing just false doctrine to come up in there, is because that church or that minister, they are out of order. Those ministers are trying to be Jesus. Going around waving coats as folks blowing on them and folks falling out like they got healed. I hate to break it to y'all, that stuff is fake. Tyler, I don't care what you say. Go get Benny Hinn right now. If Benny Hinn was real, he would be able to go up into every hospital. It wouldn't even be a St. Jude's. It'd be a St. Benny's. Everybody just come to St. Benny's hospital while I will wave my coat and the Holy Spirit will blow all your pains away. Hallelujah. Blowing on them. Hallelujah. Blow on them. Folks, when it all comes down to it, to conclude, find out right now, as we close this out, find out and research what your role is as a woman. Find out and research what your role is as a man. The Bible is a good book to look in as that. Don't look at it as you trying to be a Christian or you trying to be churchy. Look at the Bible as something that got some principles and oracles in it to help you function in the role that you were designed to function as. Take away the Christianity. Take away the church stuff. We talking about you as a man. We talking about you as a woman. It's in that book. And if you do the part as a woman, you do the part as a man, and you come together, you will have a strong relationship, a strong foundation. I hope and pray that all y'all have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus. All right, folks. Appreciate y'all.